Our group of heroic adventurers has just finished asking some questions to a nice, friendly corpse of a dwarf, and has received some strange and cryptic information. Now, they still have a dozen circa of days before reaching the actual elemental city. But will they manage to finally reach it, or will they not? That's the question of a lifetime. So, I'm going to ask the question you all dread hearing. A high or a low percentage?
Hi.
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 I'm gonna say low. I mean, no.
Yeah,
Oh no!
I mean, the majority was on the high. So, alright. Just give me a...
Yep, you fucked us.
It's a fucking coin flip.
Yeah, but... No, it depends. If it's...
Your fault.
like in the middle, then yes. If the lower or the higher, the more the things get specific. So, like in this case, yeah. So, you have been working for a couple of days, when suddenly, over your head, it's still bright daylight, you hear a powerful roar echo across the mountain range.
Oh no.
What
shit.
do you do?
We
Do we have a cover? Do we have cover anywhere?
Well, looking around, you can see that on the side of the road there are a couple of caverns or maybe holes where you could hide, but you have a wagon. The wagon isn't going to make it in time.
So wait, there was a roar?
There was a roar overhead.
Yeah, you kind of hear
Yeah,
this
right.
roar echoing across the mountain top. You are not able to precisely pinpoint where it is or how far from you it is, but you did hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna do something potentially incredibly stupid.
Go for it.
Are you sure?
Like,
Sure.
something tells me he actually doesn't want to do it.
Yes.
If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
I'm gonna
No,
cast
I want-
invisibility on myself.
I want to do it, but I'm not sure you guys will agree with the decision here.
Just say it, then they can agree or not.
Okay, Hess casts thaumaturgy on herself to make her voice 3 times as loud.
Oh no.
Turning myself invisible.
And then, what does Hess do? You roar back. Alright, do you want to give like this roar some kind of feeling? Or is it just a random roar? Like,
Row.
like, do you want to roar because you want to make an angry roar, a friendly roar, or just, you know?
a ferocious roar.
Then give me a deception check.
The legends were true. The Dova cluck.
I mean,
Yeah. So, from Hess's mouth comes out the most adorable roar possible. It's so adorable, you all kind of melt in how adorable it is. It's like, it's not even a, it's more like a like this, but,
I'm
It's a
going
kitten, is
invisible.
what it is.
so meanwhile, Shafjum says, yeah, no, I'm gonna go invisible.
I'm going.
So, you hear another roar, and this time it's clearly getting closer to you.
Mistakes were made.
The horse who are pulling the wagon, I guess, start to get worried. They start to neigh louder and start to move or try to move out from their bindings.
I'm going to exit the wagon and hide behind the trees.
Hess is gonna stay in the wagon.
I'm gonna wild shape into a spider. Just stay out of the way.
So, you transform into a spider and you stay out of...
Roar!
And like hide I'm gonna try hiding in the trees, yeah, as well.
Alright. So basically we have invisible Shafnium, we have spider pose. Spider pose. We have Hess who stays on the wagon, Ven, Ravandil, and Archnos. What do you do? And Donner.
Wait, I forgot. Shispera is an elder dragon.
Yes.
Oh!
Like, wait a moment!
I might. I might have made a mistake.
It's so nice of you all to laugh in the face of imminent death.
The
Yeah.
wheels are tall enough that it will lift the bottom of the wagon up. You're small. Hide under the wagon.
Donner
I'm
is
just-
gonna go hide in the trees, and I'm going to use silent image
Yes.
in order to cast the illusion that the wagon is not there.
Alright, but so you're hiding by the trees, but you're casting an illusion so that so you're within 60 feet of a non-existing wagon.
Yep.
And so you do not personally hide with like a stealth check, or do you give me a stealth check to hide?
I imagine that you're making like an image above the wagon.
Yeah, basically of the wagon, not of just
Yeah.
empty road. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stealth check. Sure.
I'm just sitting on there like I'm still on the wagon.
Alright. So now, Ravandil, what do you do? You've seen everyone kind of just, run around, except Hess, who's just now realizing what she's done and what happened. And so, what do you?
Oh, no, Hess doesn't realize it.
Ah,
do. I'm not gonna roar again, but
Fuck.
so Ravandil, what do you do?
Well, I just realized that somehow I'm sitting on top of air, and realizing that I can no longer accept my death with the grace of an elf, because that's what I wanted. I tried to look for a tree to go and hide.
Alright, give me a stealth check then.
Well, since I'm alone, I do it with advantage.
Alright.
Because, everyone abandoned me without every, oh, hey, Ravandil, we're gonna hide. Say, Ravandil, do you need some help? Oh, no, just give it with the dragon. Who gives a fuck?
Come on, Ravandil, give us. See? Ravandil knows how to
I
hide.
don't need it.
Yeah.
Say, be the brave.
So, basically, everyone is hiding or whatnot, except Hess, who's on an invisible wagon.
yeah.
Well, technically, it's not like you're on an invisible wagon, it's just that you see the wagon and everyone else sees the wagon, but overhead, if somebody were to be flying, they would be seeing like the empty road. So it's kind of like an illusion. It's kind of like giving it a really good coat of mimetic painting.
Yeah.
So, as this is said, you wait and you hear the roar getting closer to the point where you can actually hear the powerful flapping of giant wings. The horses are trying to break free. So, Hess, you will have to give me a check, since you're the one on the wagon.
Animal handling?
Yes, an animal handling check.
Ah, fuck.
Fucking guidance that shit up.
You got high wisdom, right?
It's a save 21.
Oh.
Well, that's for the D4. You have to give me a 21. Wonderful!
Oh, nice.
Pretty
I
nice.
turned into Mickey Mouse in my excitement.
So, you actually calm the horses, and they're pretty chill now. They're like, yeah, who cares? Elder Dragon, who cares? We're just going to be quiet and, So, as...
We see it now.
well, now you actually kind of realize it's there because the sun has gone away. The sun has been blotted out by this immense mass of crimson scales. It's a gargantuan creature. It's so massive, it easily hides most of the mountain tops from sight.
Oh.
Oh!
it glances over the area around it, and then, let's see, how lucky do you feel you are from 1 to, like, let's see, what's the perception?
100.
Yeah, no, from 1 to 5, like, it's not one, you don't get a 100,
I think
yeah, no, you know, it's like, yeah, no, so,
Oh.
the massive gargantuan dragon sees kind of realizes there's something wrong, because you see it stops flying overhead and starts to circle around as if ready to land down.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you, Hess.
Yeah. You guys just stay here. I'm gonna do the time-honored tradition of diplomacy.
And then your diplomacy is going to be like, banishment! And the thing is going to be, no.
Yeah.
Fucking
I mean, do you
legendary
guys speak
resistance
Draconic?
is bullshit. Listen, alright? Listen, it's not just gonna be banishment.
It's gonna be banishment.
Yeah, it's gonna be banishment. Like,
Banishment.
we all agree, like, it's like, no, it's not going to be only that! And so, the dragon actually lands, but it lands on a nearby mountaintop, because it doesn't have actually the space to land on the road.
Oh,
And with its claws slamming into the rocks, it causes a mini avalanche to go by. So,
fuck.
everyone, I'm going to be needing a dexterity save check.
Even as a spider? Shit.
Well, no, as a spider you're on a tree, right? Yeah, no, as
Yeah.
a spider you're safe.
Okay.
I'm doing my best impression of Borak.
Oh
I
no.
backflip.
Nice!
No.
I mean, so, do I have all of you? Yes. So, a couple of rocks fall down and roll about in the general direction of the wagon and of where you are hiding. Now, it's not that big of a damage. It's just, wait, let me check.
Ow.
How much should
Yeah,
it
your
be?
friend's already empty.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just 17 damage. Those who have passed the dexterity save get half.
Okay,
So,
it's,
Donner, you were concentrating on the spell. I'm gonna need a concentration check.
Oh, that's just a constitution save.
Constitution, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh! Auga.
Totally made it.
Wait, because I don't know, because it should be either 10 or 5 plus the damage dealt. But I'm going...
Like isn't it half the damage or 10, whichever?
Wait, whenever you must make a constitution saving throw, the DC equals 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher. No, it's fine. So 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher. Yeah, no, it's fine then. It would have been 10. Alright, so you maintain the concentration, Donor, even as like a rock nearly takes out one of your eyes. You're like, fuck!
I'll heal him up later.
Then
Get used to it.
the massive dragon looks down upon you, Hess, and snarls. And what do we have here? Do you not know who these lands belong to? Or were you bringing me my dinner?
I thought this territory was possessed by the elemental city of Shurazund.
Your voice carries on and reaches the gargantuan dragon, who bellows loudly, causing the very earth to quake. Fool!
Damn!
This is my reign. This is my land. I am Shespera, the burning wrath of the dragons.
Oh!
And you have trespassed where you should not have.
Alright. Get
You
out of your hair soon.
A gust of fire leaves
fuck.
from its mouth and blocks the way ahead of you. Not so fast. You owe me a toll for your passage.
Okay. How much?
You can start by telling your friends to come out. Or I will start by eating them alive first.
Oh, you mean Galio? Come out here, you little scamp. She holds out Galio.
Galio is like, it's an uncaring chicken. He's like, why am I here? If you think to play me for a fool, then I will have to show you just what I mean.
Oh, no.
So, the gargantuan dragon actually slams its tail on the side of a mountain. As it does, more rocks start to fall. Everyone, another dexterity save.
God damn it.
What about the horse? Are they just dead, or?
The horses, thank you for reminding me about the horses. So, let's see how much dexterity a horse actually has.
Oh no.
Technically they could have died at the first one. They are 13 hit points. So, unless they actually succeed, let's see. There are two horses. The save DC was kind of easy. It was just a simple 14. So, yeah.
It's gonna
So
make us have to put these creatures down, Shade.
actually,
It's gonna start.
no, there's no need. The both horses died with the first avalanche. They just
Ah, fuck. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
So-
Yeller.
with the second one. Everyone but Ravi, I guess, passes the save. So it's 13 damage, halved for everyone but Ravandil.
Okay, I'm gonna use Staff of Healing to cast Mass Cure Wounds on everyone.
So then, if you do that, are you going to reveal where they are?
Does Mass Cure Wounds reveal everyone?
More like, technically, the thing is, the dragon kind of knows where you are all hiding. It's just enjoying itself, wants to see how far you're going to push it. If you didn't notice, the first roll I did was a perception. It was a 36. Like, none of you gave a 36.
No, but like, I could
Dragon
definitely
knows
make a 36 if I.
Understand? Like, yeah, you are. You're kind of the only one that she hasn't seen then. But everyone else was just a stealth check. Though I will point out that invisibility gives you like a flat plus 20 when you actually have to roll for it.
Oh, should I roll?
Wait, let me see, because back in the old edition it was that way, then maybe
Nope,
they just changed.
Now you're just invisible, so you can't be seen, but people can still hear you. So it's
Still
just
hear and smell.
they can make, they can make.
Kind of like, I smelled your fear from a far distance, and now I know you where you are.
Oh, it's not the fear they're smelling.
Trickle of a move.
Yeah. I knew so good on my brown pants.
Alright, or a special sense, for the purpose of hiding, it's heavily obscured. So, for the purpose of hiding, it's heavily obscured. What does it mean? Hiding, heavily obscured, what does it mean?
No one knows.
And you can, if you make noise, can always try to hide. Stay alert, and approach usually sees you. So, Virginia says, you try, you make a dexterity self, blah blah blah, you're always ready to hide, blah 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 blah, soft tracks, blah blah blah. Dexterity stealth, you actually have advantage, so it should be +5. Then there's the passive let's see the passive perception. Fuck, how complicated do they have to make it? Yeah, Shaft, just give me a stealth roll, then we'll see.
Okay. Let's assume it's stealth plus 20 then.
That would make it easier, but just roll with advantage, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
2.
So over 22. Yeah. So technically I have passive perception of 26.
Alright, fuck it.
But why? It's kind of like I know the thought of you. Maybe I do not see you, but I know how many there are. With that being said, the gargantuan dragon is looking straight into all of you, and kind of roars in a well.
Alright.
Well,
I know when the jig is up. I hold up my hands. I step out from the underbrush and dispel my invisibility. And then I point finger guns at it and say, "Hey, baby,
what's
want to
the
have a
plan?
good time with Shaft?" And I flirt with the dragon.
Actually, do you want Shaf? Do you want a high percentage or a low percentage?
Oh god, did you fucking dragon?
God.
Well, yes, but I didn't decide which of them. So, do you want a high or a low, Shaf?
Hi.
Roll those dice.
Not high. I mean, it's not high enough. But it's high, but it's not. Shakespeare is like, I've heard of you from one of my friends. Maybe later. But to the matters at hand. You have trespassed, and I am not seeing my tithe. So either pay me what I desire, or die.
What do you want? Also, I cast healing mass cure.
Would you
wounds for
accept
everyone.
30 platinum coins?
I will take your gold, your platinum, your wealth, and you will give it to me, and you may walk away with your life.
I'm fine with this exchange.
Like,
All of it?
of course, all of it.
What about half?
Shut up!
The gargantuan red dragon looks down at the small half-elf mortal holding on to a chicken on its head and laughs. Sure, if you can walk away with only half of a body.
Oh! Yeah, I can do that.
I'll eat the upper half. So,
Oh, okay, maybe not. Everyone gets 15 hit points back.
alright. The gargantuan dragon waits patiently until you've deposited all the gold and wealth you've amassed in a on
I'm
the
just
van.
gonna
Yeah?
discreetly cast Death Ward on myself.
Like, yeah, better this than nothing. So, do you try to like keep some money on yourself? Do you try to haggle with it? Do you?
I mean, it's a dragon, right? I can
Yeah.
only smell gold.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It will attempt to see if you're lying to it, but I mean, you can try. I'm not saying you cannot. Maybe.
Wouldn't
not.
that be a deception check?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm too afraid to roll because then if I fail, it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat you too, man.
Man, I don't want to lose all my money. I thought this would just be like, at most, an adult dragon. We could tell it to fuck off.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Like,
What?
fuck it, I'm going to do it! Like,
Now let's where is it?
It just wants our gold and our platinum.
yeah, and you have no use for it anyway. Who needs to sleep in an inn? You can sleep on the street.
I mean,
Honestly, I've done that enough times that
Yeah, Shafnuma slept in worse places. Like, you have no idea.
man,
I don't
Imagine-
even know, but I know it's been worse.
we went from being filthy rich to going back to the poverty line.
It'll happen again.
And again, and again, and again.
Man.
What's second?
Well, technically, Pose still has all of her money because it's on her person and she's a spider, so it's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Well, didn't No, wait, never mind.
Well, if you want to keep the copper coins, it's not deception, Ravi. It's diplomacy. It's like, please have mercy on me.
Okay.
My God.
I
Thank
mean,
God.
if anyone could do diplomacy, it would probably be Shaft.
So, Ravandil,
Persuasion!
like,
Oh my God.
like Ravandil basically goes, Almighty Crimson Lizard, I have come to you today because you're a filthy fucking animal, and I would like to keep my copper. And so fuck off! and like
F.
the dragon kind of looks down and was like, what does Shaf say? He's like, Shaf has just finished hearing that from Ravandil's side, and Ravandil is like, fuck! Like, it's like, Ravandil, you can be racist to other races, but they need to be weaker than you.
I mean, take this dragon for example. To this majestic beast beyond our mere mortal comprehension, we are filthy apes that completely fail to understand the nuance of gold and silver. And shut the fuck up and give her your
Like, the red dragon actually looks down at Ravandil, sniffs the air, and then a large draconic smile settles on its face. Ah, I see. Well, why am I not surprised that such a lack of manners to my majestic self would come from such a filthy half-blood? I suppose that the weakness of your bloodline explains it all, doesn't it?
Ah shit, she's hitting you in the eugenic soul. You gonna take that line down, Ravi?
Actually,
Fuck the smack the dragon.
Right now, like Pause is just quietly wondering if the dragon's talking about his Rav's blue dragon side or elf side.
Probably both.
Probably
Like,
both.
the dragon is like,
No,
from
dragon.
yeah, no, they don't, but it's probably both. It's like, the red dragon is looking at you, Ravandil, and going, you're probably just filth. On both sides of the family.
At le- yeah. Said the hobo living to a cave.
What? I didn't hear that.
I said they said the hobo living to a cave.
Did you just call it a hobo living in a cave?
I heard Oompa
Like
Loompa
it,
cave.
yeah, he's probably got a bit pickled, shall we say.
Your voice is coming and going, and I'm like, I'm sure you want to say something nice, but I'm not hearing it.
That
Are you
fucking
say are you trying to
persuasion
say
check,
me?
though.
No, it's literally, I am not hearing what you're saying. Like,
It
if,
keeps cutting out.
yeah, that's
Your
why.
voice.
Wait, let me reconnect. So I tend to have some issues.
Yeah.
That Greek Wi-Fi though.
Hello.
Is it better now?
It's better,
Can you
it's
hear me?
better. Yeah, it's better. Like, what did you
Yeah.
say to it?
I called it a hobo living in a cave.
Oh, yeah, so I was right. Yeah, hobo living in a cave. See, I was right. I wasn't forgetting it. So, is everyone
Cool.
else near Ravandil?
Standing on the
assume,
opposite side of the clearing.
I assume
I-
Hess is still
I'm
on
on-
the
I'm wherever Shaft is.
I assume Hess is still on the wagon.
Yeah? But
So
the...
no.
No? Alright. So, I'm going to be needing a safe check 25 dexterity. From everyone.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Is this the part where we get roasted alive?
No, because then it would have been a DC 24. The DC 25 is another thing.
Oh, see. Okay. Dexterity, you said?
Yes.
F?
I don't think anyone's gonna be able to make that.
I mean, miracles happened.
No, I mean, I literally cannot make it.
I mean, Ravandil would have been able to, but unfortunately he didn't. So, and I'm missing Shaf and Pose.
What do I need to roll?
Dexterity save.
I'm trying to find dexterity. This is Spider Paws trying to hold on to
Shit.
Shaft's hair.
Yeah, I mean, you're actually lucky because once upon a time we actually had specific things that happened depending on your size. So being a small spider would have actually sent you to like fucking Narnia or something. But since now they made it simpler, it's just so basically the dragon flaps its wings, and as it
I'm
does,
hitting dexterity, not dexterity save. I'm an idiot.
I mean, it's a 10, like.
Oh, it would be 14 because it's
Yes.
dexterity.
I mean, it's still not going to be enough, but so it's 21 damage, and you're all knocked prone. Then the dragon roars and jumps off the mountain, grabbing hold of the gold you've all put inside the wagon. With a final flick of its tail, it slams it against Ravandil.
Wait,
who's-
so the dragon
The
picked
tail-
up the wagon that Hess was in.
Yeah, but with a close,
And
it
then
just shattered
threw
it.
it
So
threw
yeah,
it
because
Oh, F.
because I mean,
Momentum's more important
if you
than that.
probably didn't hear me, the gold, the dragon has you put the gold on the wagon. Since anyway the horses are dead, so there's no point in carrying it around.
Yeah.
So afterwards, the dragon slaps the wings, flies to grab the wagon, and while it does that, it attempts to slam a tail into Ravandil's face before flying off.
Oh, but I'm still in the wagon.
Yeah, but the wagon gets... You're kind of like at the far end of the wagon, and the claws break the distance. So it's like, you end up on the upper half of the wagon, and behind you there's nothing, so you kind of just fall back on the ground.
Get out of the fucking wagon, man.
Oh
Get
god.
out of there.
Is it close enough for me to attempt a banishment?
You can try!
Oh god.
So I think I just hit Ravandil.
It probably has
You killed me.
legendary
Oh my God.
resistances, so it's kind
So,
of useless either way, but
It's 19 further damage on Ravandil as the tail slams into him while he's knocked prone.
oh, I actually got a much
Okay,
better
so
idea.
that's
Hold on.
Yeah,
one
what?
minute calculation.
Hold on. I want to try doing something to prevent the damage.
On
I
Ravandil,
can.
like.
Yeah.
You know, the thought occurs, if you did banish that dragon, like, mid-flight, all that would happen is that the wagon that's already
Would fall
partly
down.
destroyed, it would
Yes.
fly up a little in a parabolic arc, and then crash down somewhere in the forest,
And
scattering all of our treasure.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
But like, it's lost either way. Might as well inconvenience Shespera as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm not cautious.
alright, so you're. So,
I mean, presumably, as Shespera is flying up within these 6 seconds that Hess is trying to cast banishment, at the most she'll be able to get what, a vertical?
wait, let me tell you, at most half of its flying speed, it gets up to 40 feet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, Hess is gonna jump out
That's not
because
so
Alright.
bad for the feet.
Yeah,
there's a
so.
thing in that. But as she falls, she's also going to cast.
What?
Fuck you, dragon.
That's not a spell! What's the spell?
Fuck you,
It might
dragon.
not be, but it should be.
So.
I don't know.
Nah, it's a constitution saving throw.
Deafness
I
off
thought
the fucking
I mean,
dragon.
what's
Wait, I thought you
the.
were doing banishment.
Oh yeah, but
What's the saving throw?
Okay.
Constitution
Yeah, but how much? What's the.
16.
But automatically passed. I don't even need to roll or
Oh
use.
my god, does it
it's
have
a-
16?
It has plus 16 on the saving throw on Constitution, so it's like
Fucking gross.
it's like
It's an elder dragon. What the fuck were you expecting?
I thought it was an adult dragon when I wrote it. I thought we had a chance.
But when you saw it standing on the mountain top!
Fucking Dover clock.
Okay,
So-
well, Hess falls to it fast.
As it, well, no, you fall on the you fall on the street, and next to you, you see like Ravandil, who's giving his best dirt angel impression on the floor, where the tail has slammed him. As the dragon flies away, it roars. That's the place for the filth of the blue dragons, on the dirt where they belong.
Oh. Roast.
You're not even worth my attention.
Roast.
Yeah.
Oh well. I cast Cure Wounds on Raven.
And then it just flies away with the wagon and the money in it, and you look at it leave, as some coins glitter on the ground.
How far away is it?
Well, technically, for the first round, it's just going to be 160 feet.
Ah, okay, I was thinking
Wow.
of casting Knock on the wagon, opening it up, and having all the treasure fall out.
No, I mean, the fly speed of an Elder Dragon is actually quite high, because, again, they're fucking big, so they move a lot, and so it's 80, 160, 240.
Is that a European or African? Full secret.
It depends.
God,
If it carries a coconut or not.
Damn.
You better run.
Alright, who
Yes.
else needs healing? I can do
So, from what I understood, Ravandil is unconscious. He's like, he's dying. He's in the negatives.
Oh. Oh shit.
And I'm
+5, so 11.
all right.
Cure wounds at level 3, let's say.
So,
That's at
Oh.
level 1. You need to.
Oh, did it not?
No, it automatically does it at level 1.
Oh, so how should this actually be?
should be like 6 plus 9, 15, I think.
Oh wait, no, never mind. It's 6 plus 9.
Yeah, it's.
That's the higher level healing, and that's from the
69.
from
Oh,
the
so 15.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 total to Rav.
So, you heal Ravandil of 15 hit points. Ravandil, are you still alive? Are you with us?
Yes, I did.
So,
We're going back and killing that dragon in like
Oh yeah,
20 sessions,
100%.
right?
sure. I mean, that's kind of a point. I mean, it's one of the points. Like, you can leave him there, of course. It's not going to come after you. In, yeah, no, I'm not. You'll find out.
I mean, the whole point is that we're going to try and defeat all of these guys anyway. So, yeah, we'll come after Jess and Sarah.
Okay, there we go. I just highlighted the important.
Heal it.
So as Donner dusts him off and like looks in his coin purse to see if there's any copper left behind that he missed,
I mean, it.
he
Yeah.
he realizes, he has a revelation. It looks at the group. You know, losing all my material wealth makes me realize that I've been focusing on the wrong things in life. When clearly what I should be focusing on is electricity. And what's better thing to focus on electricity than Funda? And he holds up Funda and just says, I swear I will make Funda the most powerful electricity being that I can. I will dedicate my life to making Funda an electric god.
You know,
There's only one god. One
Yeah.
true god. I mean,
Now is not the time, Hat.
so
This is completely Hess's fault.
you
You
know?
could have hidden and kept your cash, but well, yeah.
No, this isn't my fault. This is
By definition, it is your fault. By
It is.
definition.
it's fucking the dragon's fault, right? Yeah.
like the chicken just goes cluck. As
I
if to
didn't
come.
steal all your money.
Even Gallo? Gallio? I forgot.
Gallio.
Gallio. Even Gallio is like not happy at you.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not true. Like, Galio is just a chicken. He's just going like, cluck, cluck.
Yeah, Galio agrees with me.
Yeah.
Like, the horses are dead on the ground. And
Wait.
yeah?
Shit! Ah, fuck, I don't have any gold to cast Revivify with anymore.
So, you have to do the last trek to the Elemental City by foot. So, high or low?
Shall we
Low.
go with low?
No, let's go with high.
Oh,
High works
God.
out good. It always does. Listen,
Hi.
right?
High.
Low.
So,
Low.
I've got 2 highs and 2 lows. There's 5 of you. So, one of you change your pin.
Low.
As low as I go.
So it's low then. So then it's low, and if it's low, we will see what happens. Let's see who lives, who dies. And it's low!
Yes! I knew it!
Good, good. So, let's see one of the positive events then. So,
Oh, thank God.
dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Alright, so, as you are walking towards the city, you end up meeting 2 strange people. There is a dwarf and a human who are standing by the side of an abandoned wagon. Oh well, it's not abandoned, it's just lacking animals. The dwarf seems to be busy cooking what appears to be lunch, and the human appears to be a bard, since he's stringing along on a copper lyre some friendly tunes. In the nearby field, by these 2 strange figures, there is a herd of goats. The only problem is that these goats are wearing fancy corsets.
What?
Yeah, the goats are wearing fancy corsets.
I shield Funda's eyes.
The male human is the first one to notice your arrival, and as he plays a fun tune, he lifts a hand and goes, "Well met, travelers! How's it going?"
Hi. What's with the goats?
They are a part of our troupe, of our... have you never heard of Elrar's and Alifran's dancing goats of wonders?
Have we?
You haven't. You're like,
Pause ignores the guy and goes to the goat that's wearing goats that are
I
wearing
mean, it's...
corsets.
yes, it's more than one. They're like, bah. They're just goats.
There's no magic or anything.
No, they kind of don't... They're just goats. Going, bah, munching from the field, just being general goats.
I start petting one of them.
Greatest of all time.
Yes! We have the greatest goat dancing troupe of all times. Well, we're also the only one, so it's easy to be the greatest when you're the only one. Meanwhile, the male dwarf is busy preparing the lunch, and you realize it's like it's probably goat soup, like goat meat in a pot. And the dwarf looks at you and goes, "Yeah, those who dance slower, we just eat. Makes the other one work better."
Oh, I forgot to ask earlier. Retroactively, can I say like I harvested some meat from the horses that have died?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Sweet.
So,
Horse meat for dinner, guys.
No!
Horse
So-
meat for dinner, guys.
so Ravandil goes, "Care to give us a demonstration?" And the human with the copper lie in his hands goes, "Sure, not a problem." And he starts stringing a few songs. As he does, the goats kind of twitch and start to move. The dwarf, by his side, starts to make the most goat-like sounds he can while moving his hands right and left. As he does, the goats actually stand up on their hind legs, put their hooves around one another's shoulders, and start kicking it off. Like na 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 na.
I was expecting like Baba Black Sheep.
No, we are people of class, and there's not going to be any Baba Black Sheep here. Then the music ends, and the ghosts, as if whatever magic was moving them, stop and go back to munching on the grass. See?
Yay!
Is that look he's having a magical?
Could be. Could just be the beauty of my voice. Could be the magic of my friend here. But, well, an artist never gives away his tricks. So,
Okay.
where are you headed for?
The elemental city of Shurazund.
Nice.
You heading there too, pal?
No, we just left there. It's a nice place. We were planning on going to the city of runes. Kaybrook, the city of runes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You
So,
might want to be careful. We heard that there were cultists or some such near the astral port.
there are always cultists and demons and necromancers and giant massive dragons and whatnot, but we don't really worry about that. We're just goat dancers. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, really?
Uh,
Yeah,
is he being blasé in purpose or?
Yeah, he's probably being I mean, he's kind of have this light-hearted voice, like devil may care attitude of who cares? If we die, we die. So, Ravandil, you kind of guess the Copper Lyre has some magic in it. You're not so familiar with what kind of magic, but there's some magic in it. So, anyway, we'll not bother you unless you want to share the goat soup. I mean, we can always eat another one of our dancers. It's not like they do much. Like,
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure. Goat stew sounds great right now.
I've got some horse meat and some spices as well.
nice.
Put on. Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess they sit down and.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then, the human starts to pick a couple of notes on his lyre and start to make a couple of songs, which kind of go nowhere. Like,
Alright.
he starts with, and the horses are dead, and the chart is broken. We've got a dragon overhead, and we're all screwed.
Alright.
Or sometimes,
Going along.
sometimes he goes on some more funnier songs, like, and then he said no to the necromancer lich, so the lich burned him alive. Oh yeah! And so on and so on. And, well, after this hearty lunch with stew and whatnot, they bid you goodbye as you proceed on the road, I would guess. So,
I'm going to assume that we had like a song of rest while that was happening.
yeah, it was probably a song of rest. So, I mean, and after all, it's all, each time I move the token, it's 1 week. So you're pretty.
Oh.
So you're nearly there. The very
do I-
last.
What do we do with okay, never mind, it's 1 week, so I assume we
We
just
probably
go back to
consumed
full,
the horse and goat meat.
Yeah,
So-
probably go back to full health.
Yeah, you
after
do.
a long night's rest.
So this is the last percentage, high or low.
Hi.
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 And the dragon appears and like, yeah, now I want your pants.
Well, it's
I know
hard.
what's gonna happen? Another dragon's gonna show up and take our shit.
I mean,
If another dragon shows up, I'm going to blame you, Shaft.
I mean,
I'll
technically,
flirt.
I mean, you said high, so the dragon appears only on a 1 on the D100 now, because it already appeared, so... See? It doesn't appear. This is a slightly negative, but not even much. It's probably neutral. So let's see. Yeah, this could be fun. So, as you are reaching for the last track of your journey, you see a company of elven warriors, accompanied by a mighty Trent.
Trent.
A Trent, yeah. They are led by what appear to be a male elf ranger. He's trudging along, bow in hand, while the Trent trudges in the back. As they walk along the street, along the road, they gaze and notice you with quite the startling ease. The leader of a merry company of elven warriors stops the company, looks at you and bellows, "Hey, well, more like, travelers, what brings you on this road to Shurazund?"
I'm like, greetings, fellow ranger. We are just walking to Shurazund to rest up a bit from our weary travels.
Does he have to roll to see if he doesn't say something racist?
I mean,
No,
technically,
It's an elf, so.
these are elves, so
yeah.
the elves look at you all and go, "You're one strange group of fellows, aren't ya?"
Tell me about it.
Well,
God, 2 revs.
good.
Paul's just yawns.
Well then, yeah, the ranger is speaking in Elvish, so if you don't have Elvish, you do not understand what he's saying. Well then, good luck on your travels, and keep an eye out for anything in the dark. The mountains have eyes, and those eyes are hungry for the flesh on the unworthy. And then he keeps on walking with the rest of the company behind him.
But he lives at just, and he's 100% out of hero ranks and just like this. He's also dragon cultist, isn't he?
I mean, judging by the Trent and what, I don't think so, but you know, I'm just. No, So, you
Is
act.
there-
Not.
Why the fuck not? Why can I be the normal elf? Why the fuck not?
So,
Do they look like really armed up, like they're heading for?
yes, they actually look like they're headed for some kind of fight of sorts.
Rav, could you ask them? Because I assume that they've always been speaking in Elvish. And
Yes.
I don't know Elvish. Can you ask them like where they're headed and why they look like they've got a fight going on?
Do we really
Okay.
want to know?
Paws definitely wants to know. Paws is super
Okay.
curious where this Triant's going.
Well, sure, why not? I just asked them what was it.
Well, the leader of this company stops and goes, "We are under orders from the elemental order of the city of Shurazund to check the happenstances of the port city, the astral
Oh.
port
Oh, these are the shit.
of Huigate. We're headed over there to check what's happened and why we no longer receive messages."
Oh. I have some bad news.
Why? Do you know what happened there? And as he says that, everyone gets on a high alert. You can actually see them like now squaring at you, like they don't know whether you're an ally or an enemy, so the basic answer is just hold the weapon and wait.
Okay.
Just-
I basically
Yeah.
tell them everything we know. Like we found the port, the priest, and then we saw a wagon of suspicious people leaving.
A wagon with suspicious people living. Did you see what they were carrying on the wagon?
No, it was covered by tarp.
And did you see who was leading it? Was it a human? A dwarf? Was it... Do you have anything we can use?
I'm sorry, only what we saw.
You're a useless adventurer, aren't you? It's like,
Oh.
God, fucking.
Uh,
Oh!
No,
Wait,
but
wait. Does Shafnium remember what our wagon looked like?
yes,
Like our old wagon?
yes, you do remember what it looked like.
I
no,
raised my hand. Actually, I saw the tarp slip. It kind of looked like. Wait, I do remember what it is, so I describe our wagon.
Alright, so you describe your wagon, but you know, they're pretty common wagons, and the guy looks at you and goes, well, that's nice, just have to stop every single fucking merchant this side of the world. Maybe we'll get from...
I mean, it was rolling away, but then I saw a red dragon swoop down and grab it. I heard the jingle of gold coins. There's probably a lot of treasure there.
If they got, if Shespera got to it, then they're all dead already. No point in bothering. Well,
Oh.
I have
You
to
know
still
her?
go. Who fucking doesn't know Shespera, the ancient elder dragon of this fucking side of the mountain? Like, only some kind of fool would not know who Shespera is, or not bother asking people who do know.
You think she likes flowers?
I think she likes elves cooked, alive. But, you know, I wouldn't bother.
How about
Yeah.
chocolates?
You are either the bravest elf I have am ever going to meet, or the most foolish. It depends if you come back alive to speak of it or not. So, in the event you do come back alive to speak of it, I'll offer the first round of wine. If you do not, I'll drink one to your death. So you know you won't die forgotten.
At the very least, you should remember my name then. I'm Shafnium Aquajar, also known as Dr. Bong. I've been around.
Ah, do you want a high or a low percentage?
Oh God.
Oh no!
Dad?
Go for high. Go for high.
I mean, it's Shafnium who has to pick, high or low. So he looks at you and goes, you know, your name is kind of familiar. I don't know where I've already heard it. Maybe you should swing by the local orphanage. I think there are a couple of people interested in talking to you.
Oh, shit. I will take that under advisement. And Shafnium sort of steps off to the side, pulls out a little piece of paper, and starts writing into it. Avoid orphanage, avoid orphanage, avoid orphanage.
Anyway, if there's nothing else, we have to be on our way. And so they just head off, and you finally reach the elemental city of Shurazund.
Hey.
Right, when we
They
get
really
there,
should
can
have,
I
like-
Yeah?
say I forgot something and say we need to go back?
Sure, like, you're about to see the city just over the horizon, just one last step. Donner stops you all. Wait, I forgot something.
I left the oven on. We gotta go back.
I just pat his shoulder, this smiling way of like, okay, you can go alone. Come on, guys, let's go.
All right, guys.
Like, I'm 100% down with shit.
It's fine, Donna. Just let it burn.
All right, guys. And Shafnium looks left and right. Who here knows calligraphy?
None of us know calligraphy.
So,
Who
lower,
has the best handwriting?
lower right corner of the map, you can put your tokens down. Lower
Okay.
right.
Oh, I was looking at just like blank screen. Oh.
No, I
No.
got it.
Lower right.
Yes.
There's nothing in the lower.
Yes,
Oh.
go further down.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a big fucking city. It's like a really big city. Yeah. Yeah, no, you stay where we can see you, Hess. Don't go in the dark yet.
Fuck. Where's my turn?
Yeah, don't go to the dark side, Hess. Wait patiently for everyone else to show up.
I keep forgetting how to drag a stupid.
I mean,
All right,
just
so
drag it.
I have a plan, and it's the best plan. It's a plan unlike any other plan that you've ever heard of. I highly recommend you hear it and you listen. Okay.
Just
Okay?
run away while you still can, guys. Just run away while you still
There
can.
we go.
We get some paper and some ink, and then we sell dragon insurance.
What's that?
What's that thing?
We don't have any
What
money
is
to
that?
actually. Oh, that's a zombie.
That's
Why
a
is there a
zombie!
Why is it?
Because
What?
I can cast
How are you able to
animate
drag
dead.
it out?
Why are you
Oh.
animating the dead outside the elemental city?
Oh boy.
I'm not actually.
Sorry.
I'm just messing around with tokens.
I still seem unable to drag my.
Don't worry,
Token.
I'll drag it then. Just puff. There you are.
Thank you.
How are you able to drag out that token?
You
Okay.
just click on the name. Instead of clicking on the image, you click on the name of the character, and then you keep clicking and you pull and drag and drop.
No, I mean like not us, but like
Well,
Yes,
Shade
it
gave
is.
me two NPC sheets.
ah
I made
okay.
into undead.
so you are all reaching for the elemental city. As you follow the dirt road, before the gates of the city stands what looks like a giant floating menhir made of crystal. Near it,
Dead.
you can see that there are a couple of guards just hanging around it. The guards stop you, lifting a hand, and go, "And who are you? And what are you doing? Why are you coming into the city? What do you want?"
We're adventurers and we get attacked by a dragon. What is the cheapest thing?
So you're adventurers and you were attacked by a dragon? Well, you walked away with your life. Count yourself lucky.
God.
Yeah, we all walked away with our lives and like none of our gold or platinum. So
Well, then that might be a problem. Are you transporting, well, no, you aren't transporting wealth, but are you bringing into the city things you wish to sell?
I would like to sell dragon insurance for a small fee of 500 gold every month. We will guarantee that if your money disappears,
If,
we'll pay it back.
One of the guards look at you and goes, "If you want to sell scam insurances, all you have to do is go to the Well of Evil. They'll handle you."
The well of evil.
Yes. So, before stepping inside the city, we kind of give a small, let's say, explanation to the newcomers. But that explanation actually costs a bit of money. Consider it a donation to the guards. Should be 10 coppers. Do you have 10 coppers?
I have
Yes.
We only need 10 coppers, like in total, not 10 for each. Only 10 coppers, and we'll explain.
Do we need the explanation to be able to get in?
No, because you're not transporting wealth, so you can go without the explanation. But if you break any law within the city, the ignorance of the law will not be an excuse.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand over 10 copper.
Okay.
I mean, it just 10 copper, but from all of you, only 10. So it's like 2 coppers each.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I only need to hand over 2.
Yeah, but if you're the only one with money, then you have to hand over the 10 because everyone else gave
no
them
way I'm
money.
the only one. There's no way I'm the only one. Nobody else gave like their copper, right?
No, I didn't even give him my silver.
Okay, I hand over 2 copper to Chef.
I also hand over a cup, 2 cupboards.
Okay, I
Yeah.
take out my 2 coppers. We're basically all giving our 2 cents to the guard.
Yeah.
Yes, they're like, make a donation to the poor guardsman. And so, one of the guards places his back against the floating crystal menhir, and the floating crystal menhir actually starts to speak by itself. So, welcome one and all to the magical, mystical city of Shurazund, which takes its name from me, the mighty archmage Shurazund. Every time the voice speaks, and the name Shurazund comes out, there are like small fireworks popping off on the side of a crystal menhir. It's like, and there are people laughing and cheering on, and one of the guards comments, yeah, it's always like this. Before dying, the guy had one hell of a sense of humor. So, the crystal menhir goes, in the city, we welcome you all. The good, the bad, the helpful, the unhelpful, but we have also rules. Rules which you must abide by if you wish to live a happy, fulfilling life. The first rule, and the most important one, is do not bother with the laws of time. The second rule, which is again the most important, is that no teleportation spells will be available or work in the city itself.
Question.
As you say question, the menhir stops and one of the guards goes, yes?
What about theoretically a spell meant to banish a creature to another plane of existence?
It will not work in the city.
Ah, fuck!
God dang it.
But again, you would not need it because the city is protected not just by us guards, but also by many a knight, a paladin, and also some elementals who are chained to the will of a city.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
slave labor.
Yeah, hooray for slavery, right, guys?
I mean,
How does that
Donner
happen
puts up his
anyway?
hand. Wait, is there anything? Is there any issue bringing in a unchained elemental to the city?
well, if an elemental commits any crime of sorts, they'll probably be chained to the will of a city. And
Yay.
if they are not shackled to your will, then maybe somebody else will do that. I mean,
I tell Funda to stay as far away from Shaft for the duration of the trip.
like,
What if someone tries to steal one of our elementals? Do we have...
well, you cannot
Recall.
steal an elemental that is a familiar, for example. You can steal an elemental which is not a familiar. So,
So Thunder's okay.
yeah, she's okay.
Yeah.
Thunder should be okay.
Okay.
Note to self, do not use summon elemental.
So, can I continue with the menhir guide?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the guard touches the menhir again and it resumes. Of the many places and charismatic locations of the city, you will find none more beautiful than the Colosseum, where thousands upon thousands of slaves battle for their lives. And as he says that, one of the guards stops it and goes, yeah, no, the menhir is stuck in like the past 1,000 years. It's the Colosseum is now a more lawful abiding place. Do not worry. Then
It's not.
ooh, are there tours?
he's like, no, but you can just go and have a look. Then the menhir resumes. Past the blood of a Colosseum, you may find the wisdom of the arcane college, or the might of the obsidian obelisk, which stands as a reminder of the greatness of the gods. You can also visit the ancient monastery of the Astral Lords, or, if you want to rest for a spell, you can always enjoy the nice inn of the demon and the cook. Though I would suggest only the mightiest to step into the well of evil. Finally, if you just want your clock repaired, Beorter's Clocks has all kinds of clocks for all kinds of occasions. Just remember, no fucking time manipulation. Have a nice day.
What was the name of the inn? The Demon and the Cook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like
That's a cute name.
I just said at the guards and I asked, okay, which of this information is out of time?
The guards kind of look at one another and they're like, huh? Maybe all of them, maybe none of them. It depends. So
Let me guess.
yeah, I see that like has is trying to quietly shuffle in, but the guards are like, well, they paid, they don't have stuff, they can go in. So
Is the monastery like what was the monastery again?
The Astral Lords Monastery.
yeah, the monastery of Astral Lords. Well, the guards finish by saying the city has 3 main rings. The outer rings, the middle rings, and the central rings, where all of the rich and mighty are located. So be in your best behavior and remember that in the city a wizard or a sorcerer holds power. An arch-wizard makes the law. There is a difference. Remember it.
Question: can we go through any of the rings?
Of
or-
course, just don't step inside anybody's house without their permission, because you never
Okay.
know.
Cool.
So,
Wisdom makes them. Oh, okay.
so you step inside the city, I guess. What Has is going on ahead, being like, yeah, let's step inside the city. As you do, you are surrounded pretty much by people on all sides, right and left. This mass of people coming and going. Some are beggars, for example. Others are just busy, trying to head to the market. You see around you a lot of people of different races. There are humans, there are elves, there are half-elves. You see gnomes and dwarves and halflings. It's a bustling metropolis of sorts.
Cool.
Oh, I go back.
hold
I
on.
go back out to where the guards are, or I find the nearest guard, and I ask them, where can we find the Order of the Elemental Knights?
So the Order of the Elemental Knights have a keep in Hellhound's Ward in the center, in the inner city.
Oh,
Oh, thanks.
right. We're here because we need to get their help to defeat the cult or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around for like an information kiosk and maybe one of those little kitty maps of the whole city.
There's no kiddie map of the city, but there's a helpful guard who's like, where do you want to go?
Let's see. He's asking me where I personally want to go.
Yeah, he's like, well, you're asking for direction, so where do you want to go, citizen?
I think I'm gonna head to the market.
Well, then it's just down south, unless you want something specific.
Who else wants to come with me to the market while everybody else heads to Hellhound's farthing?
I'm actually wondering if there might be a place here that sells magic stuff.
Well,
We don't have much in terms of money. We have silver and copper.
You don't have much.
Oh,
So I'm saying,
shit.
I'm saying this as Kai. I'm not completely keeping this secret.
Tess, did you not give your gold over?
Oh, yes, I did.
It's Pause that
Pause.
was the spider, so
Yeah.
she didn't give it.
Pause. You didn't hand any gold over, did you?
No.
So we all turn with red eyes and just scratch out.
It's
Okay,
not my
that
fault you
means
guys didn't stay hidden. Like
Okay,
this.
there was no way we were gonna stay hidden. There was an elder dragon right there. You know what? You have the gold. You get to pay for the inn.
Fine, for the inn. But before that, market.
sure.
Wherever we can find
Market.
gold stuff. I need to up my AC. Cause
It's like, yeah, I don't want another dragon to eat me alive. You're like, no.
I just also look at the guards. I'm like, can I sign up for the Colosseum?
If you want to, sure, you're a bit scrawny for it though. Are you sure you can handle it?
are there group fights?
Well, yes, there are, and like one of the guards look at the other. Come on, they're just new in the city. Just don't throw them in the Colosseum like all the other ones. Well,
the other ones.
well, see, the Colosseum now has lots of adventurers groups who attempt to reach fame and might and whatnot, but it's a bloody sport, and fights they're not always the cleanest or in the best of ways. And are you sure?
I'm positive.
I mean, we might really need the freaking money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try scamming some people in the market. If Paws is willing to help me out with that, that would be phenomenal.
I mean, we've already been. I assume that we've been testing out some products.
Oh yeah, we have drugs.
Yeah.
Like, do
Sell
you
drugs in the
like?
market.
Do you say that aloud in front of a guy? Like, oh hey, by the way, we have drugs.
No.
I say that in Sylvan.
We don't have drugs, we have spices.
Exotic
yes.
spices.
Yes,
Spices
that's
that'll
it.
knock your socks off.
But did you? Meanwhile, Hess disappears from sight.
I go straight to the market then.
So wait, one one at a time. So, who's heading to the market? Pose and Shafnum.
Yep.
Who's heading to the Elemental Order?
I guess me and Donner, unless he wants
So,
to do something.
all right.
Yeah, I'll go.
And instead, Hess is disappearing into the belly of the city. All right, that's going to be fun when we get to her later. So,
Robert is carrying the torch for her.
so out of all of you, the market is going to be the quickest one. So we'll go through it. So you step inside the market. What do? You see there are a lot of people hanging around this square, which is kind of like a bazaar, selling stuff like spices, clothes, silk, wear the best robes, try out the best chicken, fried chicken for everyone, and
Oh, we can't let Hess come here.
Yeah. Paws takes advantage of the occasion and gets as much chicken, fried chicken,
as she can buy.
as they can buy. And then while she's munching on that, can I do like a search for if there's anyone selling like magic items and stuff?
You can. You don't actually need to do a search because there's actually a shop.
Okay.
It's a shop which is called Valtin's, where the armor is the best and the offers are the best.
Okay.
It's a very
Wow.
long shop title.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll follow along. I
So,
can't buy any magical items, but I'll happily take a look.
the shop is a 2-story tower made of wood with several stained glass windows. You step inside and realize that the ceiling is a bit too low for your taste. It takes a moment to see that the owner of his shop is a halfling who's pretty old with white hair on his head and appears to be missing an eye, probably from a wound. He looks at you stepping in and goes, unless you've got a friend who's on the small size, I doubt you'll find anything that suits you.
Nothing even like arm bracers and stuff like that, or maybe magic rings.
The halfling takes a bite of his pipe and puffs out some smoke. Well, I've got some bucklers if you want a buckler, but you'd be best suited at going elsewhere.
Do you know where I can go for my size?
We have Hess, who is technically very, very short, even for half elves. I imagine we could probably find something for her as a gift.
I suppose we could, but that should be best when she's around, so that she can.
Well,
You want to bring her to the market where there's fried chicken everywhere?
I mean, there's all kind of
Yes.
food. There's like,
And possesses a breath smelling of chicken.
well, there's a market on the other side of the outer ring, near the Drake's Boulevard and the Rogue's Farting, should have what you're looking for. And if it doesn't, well, the city is big. You'll probably find something.
Cool. Thank you.
Not a problem. Be on the lookout, though, when you're crossing the city for the immortal madman. He likes to go around.
Immortal madman.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Ooh, I like stories though. Do you have the time?
Sure.
If he's gonna tell us the story, I decide to take out a flask and I use my alcohol gloves in order to fill up the flask
Yeah?
with some really nice beer, and I offer it to the halfling. Here, some good ale for a good story.
So, the story goes, and there's like fade to black.
Yeah.
We have to move to Hess.
Okay.
So, because Hess is kind of going in that direction, so she's probably going to be the one to see it first. So,
Okay.
Technically, we passed straight through the market, so she probably saw all that fucking chicken, didn't she?
nah.
Probably.
So,
Yeah, it broke her heart. But beyond that, before we continue with this, I just want to send a message to someone.
yes. Oh, I know where this is going. I'm getting ready. I know where this is going.
Ah, fuck old person Twitter again!
Yes.
I mean,
Sort of.
oh
But-
man, it's gonna be a fucking plethora of boomer memes! Oh god, yes! I live for this!
I'm looking forward to this actually.
So,
You might look less forward to it than you might think, because I'm not contacting a member of the church. I'm contacting someone else I know, who we've talked to recently.
Okay.
So yeah, I think the dragon's name was something like Sherbakun or something. That's what Hess wrote in her message anyway.
It's 1 second. Shurazund. Oh, no.
technically my name is Shespera, so dear Sherpa-kun, it breaks my heart, but you still don't
Ah, crap,
Sure,
you're not going to go onto old person Twitter, you're going to go onto oil magnate Twitter. This is like evil Twitter.
Oh god.
Like, I don't know whether to answer, like...
The fuck is a clock?
It's more like, who are you? Like, it's like, who are you? Well, no, wait,
New phone, who this?
because I think that the message actually tells you who's sending it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a, so she knows it. So she's like, yeah, she's going to be like,
Oh god, we're gonna die.
Oh, Shespera.
Shitsfera. Yeah, no way.
When
Hess
you're
would
calling,
do that.
you're calling
just-
her.
Just pretend that you're a fucking weeb.
No, I honestly didn't realize that Hess was calling Shespera Sherpa.
like this is
Yeah,
like,
I cast sending again.
Oh, boy.
Great. This
You're
is great.
amusing. I will eat you last.
Who wants to read the dragon's message?
You can
They
do
should be
it.
like, I don't care about you. Where's your cute friend?
I'll read it. I'll read it. I like
You do it, do
being
it.
the bad guy.
Foolish mortal, I will burn your church to the ground and feast upon its faithful.
see? That's,
That sounded like a Saturday morning cartoon villain. I fucking love it.
A what cartoon?
A Saturday morning cartoon.
Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Nice.
come on, Hess. We believe in you.
I'm officially a 4Kids actor.
Nah.
You know, it
I
did
don't
remind me of like the dubbed Dragon Ball Z villains.
Like, you're actually going to,
Oh god, I misread that
Of
as
the
all.
Walker! You're not walking out heads for messaging every day with Robert.
I misread that as all cucker and
I thought it said the old fucker, but
oh, all fucker might be better.
Oh, fucker.
But you know what's best? Double cluck.
let's see. How should I answer in like this pompous, majestic way as
continue and you will reap the consequences. Or something like that, probably.
Or
25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 17, 18, 19,
And
20,
then
21.
And it cuts off.
Your foolishness will be your demise. You will burn. So will all that believe in your false, pathetic animal god.
I mean, once upon a time, dragons actually had other stuff other than being just giant lizards. Like, they could cast spells! 9-level spells! So, this would never happen! They'd be like, alright, you've bothered me once, now watch as I throw a flaming meteor on your head.
But now we have the ability to bother them with magic Twitter.
Yeah!
This might be one of my favorite spells in the entire game. Like, hands down. It's so good.
oh god.
Wow. Like,
Hess is gonna keep going.
yeah, sure. You actually do not receive a reply after that.
Ah,
How
shit, they blocked you!
You can't block sending, that's the beauty of it. You can just keep harassing people forever.
Oh god, it's like old Facebook!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. So when he sends a message, does the dragon see like a profile picture of an egg?
Kind of yes, because it knows who's sending it, so...
Oh, what's this?
So,
Delicious.
as you step near it, just move aside or I won't be able to read the description. Alright, no, it wasn't there, so it has to be in the city itself. So, you step near what appears to be a large villa, which kind of occupies most of a city square in its entirety. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. Alright. You see armored guards standing outside the villa. And as you stand there, you notice that some of the guards look in your direction, but do not appear to move as long as you don't try to near the gates of the villa itself.
Oh god. Yes, no. Please.
Is there anything eye-catching about...
Well, the villa is... You have to imagine the villa, which is kind of like a Versailles in smaller size, but it's still Versailles-like. So it's really rich, oozing with money, you would even argue. But it's also heavily fortified.
Is there any kind of bird iconography, like anywhere?
Not really. I mean, we technically could be, depends on the paintings, high or low percentage.
Ah, shit.
Hi.
No, there is no bird iconography that you can see outside the villa.
Boring. Continue.
So, as you are walking, you come to a strange place. Not because it's strange, but because people are giving a wide berth to what appears to be a man who's chained inside one of those, what are they called? Let's see if it's... No, it's not written there, so it's written here.
Fucking fetish gear.
No.
Your blood.
So where the hell is it? Where the hell is it today?
Okay.
Where in the world?
No, it's you know those metal which you see in the middle in movies normally, where people are
yeah, the giblets.
giblets, probably I think. Where they're stuck
that is-
inside and then they have birds eat them alive from outside.
Yeah, that's a giblet.
Ah, a pillory. Wait, it's a pillory, not a giblet. It's a pillory.
I don't know what that is, but I'll take your
Then-
word for it.
I mean, I'm away from Dragon Age, that's why.
Ah, no. Yeah, it's a pillory. So basically, there's this man shackled inside this pillory. You know, it's. Has any of you played that middle-age game where you're in Bavaria, Bohemia, wherever it is, and fuck.
No.
Kingdom Come?
Yes, that one. Kingdom Come.
I haven't played it, but
Wha-
I have seen some pictures.
Yeah, well, when you commit a crime, you end up in a pillory, which is those where you put your head and your hands inside a wooden block.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
No, it's called a pillory. It's I'll just put a link to it. If you haven't, well, maybe there's actually one already in the images, and I don't actually need to go look for it. I mean, why does pillory give me a red arrow going on the right? Well, it's a pillory. And this man is actually walking around, laughing. And it sees you, Hess, and snickers, like... Hey, farmer! You're missing a chicken?
What?
You're missing a chicken, aren't ya?
Hess frantically looks around for Galio.
Gallios is still on your head.
Oh! No, never mind. I'm not missing a chicken. My divine messenger is still with me. Have you heard the word?
Ha! The bird is the word, right?
Ah! Hess freaks out.
Ha ha ha! Don't ya worry. In the end, we're all going to die.
Yes, exactly. This
Yeah, what is it?
insane. Oh my god.
That fucking clock's gonna eat us all, isn't that right?
Yes!
Good. By the way, do you have some chicken? 'Cause I'm hungry.
Banishment.
No, don't do it. Don't do
It
it.
won't work anyway.
Yeah, no.
Well, we don't know actually.
Well, I mean, I
It might
also
be a test.
I can eat it raw. Just hand over the chicken, I'll bite its head off. Tasty raw chicken.
Hold on. No, I can't get the pic. Remember the picture last time where Hess was all sicko mode?
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, imagine that.
Okay.
Oh, come on! No chicken for me? No chicken?
Hess is just gonna cast silence on the area.
So, it actually... You cast the spell, but you feel it doesn't work.
Man.
The human, for it appears to be a human, just laughs. Ha! Doesn't work, missy! Nothing does, nothing ever will, nothing ever will be again. We're all going to fucking die in the end. It's our destiny!
Yes.
It's
but
what awaits us!
you.
So let's eat chicken till we die!
No!
Let's fuck them back!
No!
You're right!
Hess takes out.
Let's love chickens then!
Yes.
Let's fuck them!
No!
Well,
Takes out
that's-
a light crossbow and just throws it at him.
You actually throw the crossbow bolt and it hits. It's
No, not a crossbow bolt, just a crossbow.
well,
Go itself.
well, the crossbow hits him, but you see that it doesn't even bruise. That doesn't work either, miss. Nothing does, nothing did, nothing will.
Hess rips a piece of her blanket off, stuffs it in his mouth, or attempts to at least.
Well, the madman just swallows a piece of cloth, like
Ew.
swallows it all. Goes, I've had to eat bigger and raunchier, girl. Nothing works. Nothing did. Nothing ever will.
You must be a message from my god. He's sent you to test me because I want to murder you so bad.
And you won't manage. You're not the first. You're not the last. Just pick a number. Stay in the line. You will fail. You always fail.
You are infuriating, and you are coming with me.
Ha!
Hess binds a rope around his waist and tries to drag him.
As you bind the rope and you pull to drag him along, the rope actually unknots itself.
Damn it!
Doesn't work. Never did. Never has. Never will.
Why are you like this?
I don't remember. Must have pissed the gods off something fierce.
God.
Yeah, don't tell me. I fucked them all once. Never worked. Never did. Never
No,
will.
that's just blasphemy.
You
Cannot
think the
fuck.
reason they forbid time travel is because this is Shafnim's future self?
Hess is gonna try
Is the
casting.
man an elf?
No, the man is a human.
Ah, okay.
But wild magic. It's possible that there's some reincarnation shenanigans going on here.
Could be.
So, are you trying to curse the...
Yeah, gonna try casting curse on him.
It fails. But it fails like without even a question. There's no...
Oh my god, this is the shade self-insert.
No, it's not. It's this is the wonders of this is actually one of the wonders of a random generator. So it's
Oh.
like
Well, shit.
it's wonderful. Might have some answers you do not expect it to have though. But depends on
I
the
ship
question.
them.
Okay, listen. Listen, alright? Why do you not believe... You clearly know of the bird.
I know of a lot
the
of
big-
things, little girl. Just
Why-
as I know what happened to a lot of people. Why don't you ask me a question you do not wish to see answered?
Okay, how do I convert a dragon to my faith?
You actually want that question answered, girl. Are you listening? Are you stupid? Do you not understand me? Am I going mad again for the 10th time? Ask me questions of what you do not ever want answered. What would keep you awake at night, day after day? What would drive you into the madness? Ask
Okay,
those
yes,
questions.
So this is the shade SI.
Hess takes a second and thinks about it, and then goes, "Is the bird the word?"
No. So, in the meantime, the Fade to Black with Shafnum and Pose comes to an end as the Halfling goes. So, the Immortal Madman is a strange guy which was found a couple of 1,000 years ago in a pillory one fine morning. We have no idea how it got there, we have no idea where it came from, but we just know he's immortal, cannot be killed, cannot be shackled again, cannot be freed, cannot be fucking moved if it doesn't want to be moved. We have no idea what he is or what he does, but he's there.
He's
Some,
there.
like, some people try to glean answers from his madness, but we all kind of think he's a lie. He likes to lie to people, so we're not sure if he says the truth or not.
Like none of them, and none of anything he said has come true, or
It's
like,
not actually. It's funnier. It's more like nothing he says has ever been proven to be true or false. The jury is always open on that.
I guess
Yeah,
I
that's
kind of
true.
want to
bird
meet
is
this
the
guy.
word.
Shaft, we gotta
Maybe.
see this guy. We gotta see if he's on something.
Oh, before we go, since I gave this guy some ale, that'll be 50 gold.
Like, the guy looks at the ale, then looks at you and goes, "Pull the other leg. Come on."
Okay, fine. It's only 1 gold.
Like the halfling looks at you,
God.
arches an eyebrow, and goes, "At most, I'll give you a copper."
That's fine.
He just hands you 1 copper and goes, "Good luck out there."
With this copper, I will build a fortune. I'll remember you, brave stranger.
So,
Pause is like buying some more fried chicken.
all right. So you're outside in the market. What do you do now?
I say that we sell our drugs. Like we don't call them drugs, but we should sell our exotic spices, of which we have almost certainly a plethora. We've had weeks and weeks to produce
Yeah,
them.
sure.
Yeah.
So the question is, how do you advertise them?
Ah, spices.
So,
Come
Shaft,
get your spices.
I have just bought quite a number of skewers of chicken. would these work if we spice them up?
Like,
Wait.
Oh.
like the 7 secret spices.
Yes. Except very, very special spices.
I mean, we're basically KFC, but with more drugs than usual.
Yes.
And we're sharing a party with someone who worships chickens. If we do this, we're gonna have to use prestidigitation in order to remove the scent of chicken from us. Otherwise, Hess will see us hanging from the nearest tree.
It's
by
a good
the
thing
neck.
you have that, don't you?
Yes, it is! Let's show 'em!
I mean,
Hess doesn't know what roasted chicken tastes like, though.
You would smell it, though.
Well, know what it smells like either. I mean,
well, technically, you could say that this isn't chicken, but it's tofu, made to in the shape and taste of chicken.
that's
Yeah.
also blasphemy.
Alright, so
Look,
we're
it's
going
just
to...
unidentified bird meat. That's all it is.
So,
Oh
we're
yeah, that's
going
fine.
to, alright. So we're gonna drug the chicken meat, and then we're gonna try reselling it somewhere
All
else
right.
where we probably won't be caught.
So, not in the market then.
Oh, let's set up a stand.
Sure.
Sure, let's try that.
So,
Wait.
how do you set up the stand? That's the question.
Are there soldiers gonna be like saying, you don't have permits for this?
Yes, they are. Like,
Ah!
like, of course they are.
Easy answer. Easy answer. We go up to one of the soldiers and ask for a permit to set up a shop.
Okay.
And do business. As regular business people who
You
sell
do that.
regular chicken.
Yes.
So, you near a guard, the guard looks at you and goes, what can I do for you, citizens?
Well, we would like to sell chicken, and we need a permit to set up a small stand.
Sure, just go to the shrine of Abadar in the inner city and ask for a permit.
Ah, stellar. Our
That's-
quest for capitalism continues.
How about that?
Yeah, just remember, you're selling just chicken, right?
Yeah.
No-
That's exactly what we're
Like,
doing.
the guard goes, no refreshments, nothing to eat on the side, only chicken.
So I looked away from the screen for 1 second, and now I see there's a whole bunch of skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
What's going on?
it's,
Oh, that's the skeleton. Well,
alright. So,
Alright, so
No,
Inner
I
city,
mean,
right?
like,
yeah, I mean, if you're just selling fried chicken, then just ask for a permit for food. But if you're selling refreshments, you have to ask for a permit for beverages also.
no.
we're not
just-
selling refreshments, we're just
No,
selling
just
food.
fried chicken, yeah.
Alright, just remember you'll have to well, I hope it's going to be really tasty chicken if that's all you're going to be selling, but good luck!
Alright, bye.
Bye!
How do we find the place again?
He just says, just go in the inner city, past the Elemental Citadel Keep, the Arcane College, go straight, the Shrine to Abadar is on the highest spot.
Is the Colosseum around that area as well?
The Colosseum is in the middle city, so it's...
Ah.
Okay, so on the way there, I say that the two of us were starting to talk business in Sylvan, so other people around us don't understand what we're saying.
You know
Yes?
how there's a lot of elves around here? Would they know Sylvan? Is all I'm just wondering.
Depends.
Probably. But
I'd say we
anyway, yeah,
speak Sylvan in hushed tones then.
So,
in Hutch-
anyway, while you're doing that, it's now Ravandil and Donna's turn. Are you two ready?
Yes.
yes.
Good. So you're heading for the Elemental City. You know it's well, for the Elemental Order. You know it's in the inner city. So move.
Okay. Did you say it's the Hellhound F thing?
Yes.
Okay, so we go, I think, there. Am I correct?
Well, that way you're moving through the external city.
So
the middle city side.
there?
Still, this is still the outer ring. Like, there's an inner ring, an outer ring. Where do you go? Come on, Ravandil.
Oh,
It's not difficult. The city is circular. So, as you pass from the outer wall into the inner district, the scenery kind of changes. The houses are better built. They're bigger. And there's a general sense of belonging, as well as arcane energy fluttering about. You see a couple of white rabbits just running across the street, and these rabbits then become a simple deer who rushes off and then explodes.
Neat. Wait, does it leave any meat behind?
No, it actually leaves behind the flowers.
Ah, damn it.
One of the person who was following the deer sigs and says, "Damn, another failure. Well, back to work." He grabs the flowers and then heads back inside the shop.
Interesting.
So, what do you do?
Well, let's go check out that shop. I mean, this guy seems nice and capable. What could happen?
Yeah, so...
Donner wants to stay on task and go talk to the Elemental Order.
Alright. Be the wise one, Donor. Bring Ravi where he has to be and not distracted by the pretty butterfly.
Just grabs me.
So, keep on moving. You still have to find where it is. This is just the middle ring.
Okay, let's keep going. We will find it.
I mean,
someday.
it's pretty much there. You just need to... So, you reach for the walls of the inner city, and standing guard at the gate of the inner walls are two massive earth elementals. They look down on you upon your approach, and they rumble in Primordial. Do you speak Primordial?
I do.
Oh. Donner, you hear them speak. Who comes and why?
Donner, Funda, and guests. Associates. We're here to seek knowledge on the... no, we're here to convene with the Elemental Order. We have information on their mission about the statues that they guard.
Do you have an appointment?
Fucking
No.
Then you will wait in line. And one of the elemental just opens the gate to the right.
Okay.
So-
Go inside. How large does this line appear to be?
Well, it's not that big of a line. You kind of count 2 dozen people standing in this orderly line while holding on to what appears to be training swords and a training wooden shield. After a short while of wait, an elven person shows up, walks up and down the line, looks at you and Ravandil and goes, "And where are your training weapons and shields, recruits? Where the fuck do you think you fucking are?"
In the Order of Elements.
He slams, without letting you speak, he slams a wooden shield and a wooden sword in your hands, Ravandil. "You shut the fuck up and answer only when questioned." Then he walks away and returns a couple of minutes later with another sword and shield
Oh no.
and hands it over to Donner, and he goes, "Now move! We've got the tryouts, we're gearing up for war, and you're going to be our best recruits, or you're going to be the dead ones! It's one or the other! Move! Move! Move!" As he bellows these orders, you see that this line actually starts to hurry along into the courtyard of the Elemental Order. What do you do?
We follow, but I asked Donner to give me his sword, so I have to. He just has the shield.
Wait, what? So, what do you do?
Yeah, well, I follow the line.
Alright, so you follow the line.
Yeah, I'll follow.
So, but you turn towards Donner and you're like, "Give me your sword and have my shield." That's what you tell him, like.
Yeah.
The man, the elf is immediately on you as you try to turn to speak. No talking, you fucking filthy recruit! Obey your fucking orders! Did I say you could talk? No, I didn't! Be quiet!
What an asshole.
Well, yeah, Hess is not there. So, you get brought into the courtyard, and you see that there's these straw mannequins set up. Now, you have a shield and you have a sword. Let's see what you can fucking do with them.
Okay. Okay. Let's see
So,
what I
one
can-
by one, the people just show up, slam their wooden swords into the mannequin. Well, is that all? Is that how you hit your wife? You wife beater? Is that it? As he speaks, hurling abuse upon abuse, it's then,
Yeah.
well, between Donner and Ravandil, who goes first?
I'm just gonna go first. Let's see how fucking bad I'm gonna roll.
Well, I mean, in your case, it depends. Just roll me damage. But you only the strength. How much strength do you have?
Oh no. Why strength? Why strength? Shit? Why?
How
For
much
one
is?
week-
What's your strength? -1.
Yes.
So basically, what happens is Ravandil tries to hit really hard the mannequin. All that he manages is to have the weapon kind of bounce off and hits himself in the head with it.
Maybe have him roll for it.
I mean,
That's the -1, but like.
yeah, no, it's actually just to see if he could actually manage to break the mannequin or not. Like, it's not to hit or to hit it well. The guy just wants them to break the mannequin.
Alright, man, go for it. Come on.
I mean, yeah, you can go for the strength check. Give me a 0, Ravandil.
Yeah. Whatever. Shit.
I mean, you might actually manage.
Roll for it. Roll for it.
Strength save or strength check?
Strength check.
Strength.
Let's see how bad that
I mean, well, it does.
worse.
I mean, it doesn't bounce back on your head because you don't have disadvantage, but it's a poor show. Donner, your turn. Give me a strength check.
Oh,
He's gonna
no,
cut it half.
instead of attacking it, I drop the shields and cast Shatter
All right.
on the mannequin.
So the mannequin breaks, and as it does, the one in charge of you looks and he goes, "You think you're being funny using magic, aren't ya? The love of well then, thanks to your friend, each of you is now going to give me 10 laps around the fucking keep."
Shit. Constitution save.
Start running.
I love that it's the squishy wizards who ended up running in and just getting into the fucking military training camp.
I'm
They could have been
surprised
over
they just went with it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for one of them to be like, "Listen,
Oh, no.
you got it wrong."
Yeah, Donner isn't going to start running. Instead, he's going to go up to the sergeant and say, "Excuse me, but I think you have the wrong idea."
The wrong idea? You're not here because you want to join the Elemental Order and become a guardian and protector of Elemental City of Shurazund. Is that not why you are fucking here?
No, I'm here because I need to talk to them.
Why?
Wha-
Why? What reason do you possibly have to come bother us and take away precious time from training the filthy recruits?
Because my party and I have been, well, we've been running into the cult that seems to want to undo everything that you stand for, and I'm pretty sure you want to know what we know.
So then, the guy actually ponders it for a bit. He doesn't sense any decide from you. Then he looks at you again and goes, "You and what party?" Because there's only, like, Ravandil hasn't said he's not running. So, like, Ravandil is running with the others, and you're there alone, like the guy...
Everybody's scattered around the city. You can't even point to where everybody else is, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
And you're not the one who you don't have message or anything. Do you?
No, I don't.
Also,
It looks like
Rabbit's
Rabbit's
the one.
Rabbit's not
Wait,
the only one who has
there.
imaginary friends.
Okay, I had to make a small parenthesis there. Meanwhile, Hess is running around trying to convert the immortal madman to the chicken cult. Hess, Pose, and Shaft are selling drugs. And now he's running laps around with his blank stare in his face. As he is relieving him.
No, we're on the way to get permits to sell drugs.
Technically, I've made more money than anyone else in this party since entering this city.
Yeah, but
So I'll net
Like-
that as a win.
So anyway,
We trust the
Donner
party.
tells him.
Don.
Donner tells him it's an adventuring party. They're off doing who knows what.
So the sergeant looks at him and goes, "Well, I understand. There was a misunderstanding." He's actually polite when he realizes you're not actually a recruit. So here's what we're going to do. You go gather your party members, and I'll see it that you actually get a meeting with a member of the order who can actually help you. What do you say?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Very well. Well then, be on your way, and when you come back, you just tell the elementals outside the doors, outside the gates, that you wish to speak with me, Sergeant. Just give me a second, what the fuck was his name? Sergeant Sirdili.
Seriously.
Sirdili.
Sirdili.
Sirdili. Sergeant Sirdili.
Seardery?
It's written there.
Yeah, okay.
Cyrillic.
Sure. Certainly. Well then, have a nice day. Then he turns to, and you keep on moving, you fucking maggots! Like, you blonde-haired bastard! Run faster!
I guess Ravi's just joined them now.
Worst case scenario, he gains 1 strength.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not a woman! Drop and give me 50! You so Donna...
This is my mom.
Yeah, you shouldn't. So, what do you do, Donna? You see that Ravandil is kind of broken. He's like... maybe it's part of his plan. You don't know that. He's like...
Yeah.
It's probably like 5th dimensional chess. You can't comprehend the mind of a high elf. I'd say live in good space.
God, there's a monkey that's banging his.
I try to avoid eye contact.
Alright. So, the thing is, you step outside then, but how are you going to find the rest of your party members?
If only someone had a spell that could send messages to people they know.
Yeah.
They wasted it all.
on bullying on social media as an ancient dragon.
Yeah. It's only 60 feet up. Is there like a decent tower around here that I could climb?
Well, you could... Do you ask it or do you look around?
I'll just look around.
Well, technically there's the wall, if you can manage to get on it and they allow it.
Yeah.
You could try getting on the walls.
Should that be high enough? I'm just thinking of using silent image to try to gather people.
Hold on.
We don't even have like a symbol for us, so we can't like.
No, you
backman
would
it
have
up.
to.
We should make a symbol.
We
Yeah,
should.
We should. Also, we're me and Shaf
do
are
have a
on the
symbol.
way to the inner circle where they are. Technically.
Yes, you actually... They kind of told you to pass by the Elemental Order Keep, the Arcane College, and then reach for the Shrine of Abadar, so you technically have a high chance of meeting him.
Yeah.
Actually, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna cast silent image, and it'll be 2 specific images. One is Dr. Bong, or sorry, what's your Bong's name?
Nurse Scalpel.
Nurse Scalpel.
Nurse Scalpel, yes. Nurse Scalpel and a chicken.
All right. So, as you are, but do you cast them as high in the air as possible?
Yes.
How far does it actually reach, Silent Image? 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not
that
going to be counting distances or whatnot. So, Shafnum and Pose, they're kind of the closest one, and I guess they kind of have a high chance because you were moving towards the city center.
Alright,
So-
let's see if our perception can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Hess, give me a perception check. But your check was going to be more difficult because you're farther away.
Perception.
Luckily, perception is
Yep.
one of the things I'm good at.
So then it's a 1. No, well.
Wow.
So, yeah, no. You all see up in the sky a chicken and a bong.
Yep. I guess that means us.
My god calls for me.
The bad signal.
The bat signal is a bong.
And a chicken.
Chicken.
What about a chicken smoking a bong?
Wait,
That's a good
what
symbol.
does Hess do?
Hess turns back towards the madman.
The madman looks at you.
Crazy
Why?
person, heretic that you are, will you come with me to defend the honor of Cluck?
Nah.
Oh,
Like, nah.
Wow, that's
see,
fucking based.
Like, the madman, when you say see, the madman goes, sure, I'll be here 7 days out of 5 weeks, out of 7 months, and whatever. Try not to die to the gorillas.
okay guys.
What?
So, you all kind of join back together outside the Elemental Order Keep. Except that Ravandil is missing. You have no idea where he is.
Hey, God, there's so many important things I need to ask, but I gotta take priority on this. Why'd you call us? We were about to make bank.
Yeah.
Oh, how?
Like-
Selling miscellaneous bird meat.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
No,
Would you
I got
like to
us.
help us?
I got us an appointment with the Order of the Elements. We should actually take care of that first, before another statue gets burned.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Hawkwash.
Who went silent? I hear everybody.
Yeah, I hear everyone
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go do that.
So,
Really wanted to make money.
Ravandil's missing still. You have no idea where he is.
Who cares?
Like, you're there by the gates, and
Where's Rav?
Listen. If it's something really important,
yeah, don't
we'll find a way
yeah.
to show up.
Pose is asking, where's Rav?
Yeah. I think he's trying to infiltrate. So we're just gonna pretend not to know him. I think he's working on a plan.
Meanwhile, Ravandil, you finished doing like 50 push-ups, you've been running around with your new friend recruits, they're actually cutting everybody's hair! And, what do you do?
But they're cutting everybody's hair.
Yes!
Yeah, you look good with short hair.
Yeah, fine, fuck, whatever. I just, I seem to broken. I'm like,
Alright!
yes, mom. Please don't beat me, mom. I'll be good, mom.
So, they basically give you a simple room together with 6 other recruits where you're going to be spending the following weeks training to become a potential aspirant in the Elemental Order. We're going to be the Sirdili, who's the drill sergeant, so to speak, walks in front of all of you and goes, we're going to be training you 16 hours a day. When you're not training, you'll either be eating, washing yourselves, or going into a fucking trance to sleep it off. We expect you to master the basics of body training, martial arts, and then magic. If you are unable, unwilling, or just plain fucking stupid, we're going to find you a job still. So, With
Damn.
that being said, you're in for fucking life. There's no leaving us. Now, who wants to come first and recite the oath of the elemental order? One of the recruits nearby steps up and goes, "I will, sir. Yes, I will." And Sirdali goes, "Then speak it. We are the elemental order of Shurazund, his armed fist against the might of a demonic legion. We are the guardians of order and arcane might. We are the sword against the evil that would besmirch our honor and our loyalty." And he says that, and the drill sergeant goes, "Good, good, back in line. Next one." And they're getting to you, Ravandil.
Oh, Ravi, I really hope
I've
you wrote that
memorized
down.
what they said.
It's not difficult. And anyway,
Say it
you
again.
you actually kind of realize they're not all saying the same thing. It takes a moment because you think, well, they're all speaking the same words, but they're not. They're just saying the general arguments. So it's more like they are the defendants of the city, they are the protectors of law and order against the forces of chaos, they are the guardians of arcane honor and whatnot. Do you recite the oath?
Yes,
No,
which
do not.
why not?
Recite the oath. You'll be in for life, man.
Oh shit, yeah, that's good. Oh my god.
It's your choice. I mean, you could have pulled out at any moment.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's your choice. You're an
So
elf,
why is it- Yeah,
so it's your choice.
I just look at him and say, "Look, I was with the other guy, the daughter."
Like, at this point, the guy just looks at you like, who?
Real, the sorcerer, the appointment. was
Like,
with me.
recruit! Like, he speaks in this loud recruit! What the fuck kind of joke are you trying to pull? Fucking hell, recite the oath!
You've already forgotten, haven't you?
Yeah, but it's like, but this is like, you don't even remember it!
No,
Fuck!
I just,
What kind of useless disappointment are you, that you cannot even remember the oath by which we all stand?
This must be nostalgic.
oh god, yeah, very nostalgic.
Recite
It's
the
almost passed
oath!
away.
Don't worry, Ravi. Just shut your eyes and think of mother.
No, mention words.
So, as you're kind of pondering why he's not believing you, what's going on? Where is mother? Why can this not be over yet? The one of the more trained recruit steps in because apparently the drill sergeant is called by a group of adventurers who's waiting for him outside the fortress. Recruit, we're not done with you. Drop and give me 50. When I'll be back, I'll better hear your oath. And then he steps away.
Okay, fucking run for it, dude.
Flee! Flee!
I mean, you're now in the same room as 5 other recruits, all elves, who look at you and go, "Come on, guy, it's not that difficult. Are you having the jitters? Don't worry, it's going to be fine. We're all in this together. We'll make it. Don't worry."
They're
Is
all
that-
clapping their hands, chanting Ravi, Ravi.
Yeah, they're like-
Ravi.
They're like, "What's your name, by the way?"
My name is Orist.
Urist! That's a strange name. I'm Eris, says one of the recruits. And
Oh god.
I'm Celia, says another. I'm Orin, says the third one. And as they present one another, they're like, "You don't have to worry. Come on, it's going to be fine. We're fighting for what we believe in, for the law and the goodness, and to learn how to use magic. Don't you like magic?"
I just snap my fingers and I make a fire. I already know magic.
Then, if you know how to use magic, what's keeping you? I mean, we're going to be great here, aren't we? Like,
Oh boy. Yeah, that's what I said myself a long time ago.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
You see, there comes a day in an elf's life where, you know, his hypothetical mother is trying to train him to use magic, and he can't use magic. So she keeps making him do push-ups and pull-ups and runs and training and drinking weird tea to give him magic.
I see. Like, one of them goes, I understand what you're saying. My parents, too, they wished for me to become a member of Elemental Order since I was really young. But back then, I didn't know what it meant. I thought I would make them happy. But then I realized that this kind of life suited me just fine. I think if I had just stopped fighting my destiny and my nature, I would have been happier. And another one goes, I actually fought my destiny to come here. My parents wanted me to become a merchant. So, I decided instead I wanted to fight for the innocents. And that's why I'm here now. A third one goes, well, I'm here for the money and the booty, so that's fine too. So, like, we're going to be recruits together for a long, long time. One of the guys says as he puts an arm around your shoulders, Ravandil. So, let's get to know one another and see where this brings us. What do you say?
I say that, hold that thought, I'm going to the bathroom, and I just exit.
So, you exit the door where the recruits are, and you see this long hallway. Standing outside is a more experienced recruit who looks at you, and he speaks more gently. He's like, what are you doing out of your room?
I need to go to the bathroom for a bit.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
wait, you don't know where the bathroom is. Let me accompany you. So,
Okay, thank you.
he brings you to the end of the hallway, and then he points to a door. There's the latrine. When you're done, there should be a glyph on the right side of the wall. Just push it, and it's going to be alright.
Okay. So I just enter inside.
Yes? And
Is it a big bathroom?
It's
When people are just-
it's a big bathroom, kind of like a lot of stalls, and on the side there are these small glimmering glyphs of a blue color.
Excellent. So I just enter one one of the stalls and I use alter self.
Alright? How do you alter yourself? Who do you become?
Well, let's see. Actually, I still become an elf. I just no, wait. Actually, I have a better idea. I become a wrist.
So the dwarf.
Yes. Actually, wrist was a human, I think. But yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, so you
So
become
a racist decides to disguise himself as a race that he hates.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the
at this
perfect
point, I'm
plan.
so desperate. I'm
So-
so desperate to say fuck it.
So you change appearance.
So
Alright.
I just stay. I wait for like 5 minutes,
Yes.
and then I exit the bathroom as if nothing happened.
So you exit the bathroom. High or low percentage?
Shit. Give me a low.
So low it's good, high it's bad. Alright, so as you exit you realize that the recruit, which was outside, has gone back to its post. So there's nobody immediately out of the bathroom.
Okay.
You are alone in this unfamiliar hallway, of which you however know the direction to the courtyard. Because you
Okay.
had to come up so you can go down. What you do know, however, is that you are inevitably going to be passing in front of a lot of other people.
Okay.
So,
I just have a wrist, basically face and voice. So if anything bad should happen, who the fuck cares? He's dead.
what?
Oh, I said I have I'm basically a wrist, voice and face and all. So if anything bad should happen, who the fuck cares? He's dead.
Yeah, sure. So you start walking down towards the courtyard, right?
Yeah, to find because the exit is near.
Yeah, so as you're headed for the courtyard, you have to descend a set of stairs. While you're doing that, on the other hand, the rest of your group is coming upwards, following this elf by the name of Sirdili. So as you're all coming up, this human is coming down, and it's Urist. You're all seeing Urist coming down the stairs. Meanwhile,
I slap myself.
as you're seeing this, the guy who's been leading you stops, looks at Urist and goes, "And who the fuck are you? This is private area. Trespassers aren't allowed." He unsheaths his sword. "To arms! We've got an intruder here!"
Oh no. Oh no.
As from the nearby walls, you see ripples as what appears to be smaller elementals start to pour out. What do you do?
Why?
Because you fucking became a human being in the middle of an elemental order keep, which is a militarized area, and you're not even wearing military clothes. So
Yeah,
you're like,
I know, because just realized, fuck, I'm in a...
I mean, so
Mother's
what?
disappointment was infectious.
What do you all do? You're all you're all on the same fucking stairway. What do you
If a
do?
mother's disappointment was infectious, I think we'd be in the middle of a plague right now.
Holy shit.
So what do you do? I mean, technically,
You know
Urist. What do you do? What do you say, Urist?
Okay,
I
you know
tackle
what?
him.
I say fuck everything. I just become Ravandil again. I look at the gun and say, "Look, here, you fucking annoying piece of shit. I do not want to join your order. I've been telling you for the past fucking hour that I'm not interested."
Like the guy looks at you and goes, "Recruit. The fuck are you doing? Are you on drugs?"
Ugh.
Shaft,
Shaft
did you,
him
did you
smile.
smoke him something?
I'm like, "Screw you guys. I'm gonna get the fuck out," and I just leave.
Well, like, you're not going anywhere. Like, until you explain what the fuck is going on, you're not going fucking anywhere. Like, the noise has attracted more guards from the elemental order, who are now standing on both sides of the stairway, weapons in hand. And we're like, "What's going on? We've got a situation here, and until we see clear with it, nobody goes anywhere."
I just sigh. Alright, here's the thing. And I start explaining everything. Like the port, everything that goes on.
Like, you're in the middle of a stairway, and the elf is like, "Let's start from the very beginning. Why the fuck did you come into the keep and keep being a recruit? Let's start with that. Why are you impersonating a recruit then, if you're not a recruit?"
I just look at him and I said, "Because I have some mental trauma about this shit and you just triggered it hard. I wasn't myself until just about 5 minutes ago."
The guy just looks at you with his arms crossed and goes, "Listen. Let's say let's say that's right. Let's say that's what you felt. Why the fuck didn't you just walk away with your own face? Like, did you think we were going to kill you if you just decided to walk out of the door with your own face?"
Well, I just whisper, "That's what my mom would have done if I did it."
"We're not your fucking mother!" Like,
Yeah, he's basically reliving the entire thing. He just walked away from the home.
and you lot, and this time he looks at the rest of you. Do you know this guy or do you not know this guy?
Never
No, you
met him
know
before
him.
in my life.
Oh well, I know.
No, we know him. If it's any, if there's still any doubt as to whether or not what he was doing here, one of our party does have Zone of Truth on them.
That's fine, that's fine. Well, anyway, let's get the unpleasant business out of the way and find a room to speak properly. Everyone else, it was a false alarm. Just some disappointment unable to hold the stress of becoming an elemental order paladin. It's fine. So everyone just walks away, and the stone elemental just return into the walls, and you are led, all of you, into what appears to be a large room, in which a couple more elves are standing. One of them is a tall male elf by the name of Gilla, and the other one is an elf by the name of Honor. They present one another, and Gilla is actually the leader of the elemental order. He's the Grand Master, the Grand Paladin. He looks at you. He's wearing full plate armor, which glimmers with raw arcane energy. He looks at you all and speaks clearly and with quite the charisma. Well, I've heard there's been a bit of a ruckus going on. Is everything alright now? Yes, sir, everything's alright, answers Sirdile. Good, good. Then, you have the stage, adventurers. I will listen to you.
Okay. Who wants to speak first?
Yeah, Ravandil's gonna stay quiet. He did enough damage.
He's like sniffling in a corner, licking a lollipop, being like, Mommy!
Anyone? No one?
Uh,
If no one else wants to speak up, then Pause like steps forward and introduces everyone. So I'll say like, my name is Pause of Green. I'm from the Druid Circle of Egladrin. We met as adventurers here after stuff that happened, and then talk about the statues
Yeah.
and what we'd seen in.
I'm kind of imagining being like, hello, I'm Pose of Green, this is Hess of Clock, this is Shaf New Marquardt, and this is Ravi the Disappointment. Then, moving on!
Fuck.
Oh wow!
But any,
Standard introductions are based.
this is gonna be the sequel, isn't it? Of the
Right.
book.
so,
Damn.
and
Yeah.
as you speak and present yourself, the Grandmaster stops you only briefly. You have my condolences for what happened to your fellow circle members.
Wait, what? What happened? We've not
Ah,
heard much.
You do
news.
not know. Well then, I am sorry to be the bearer of such bad news, but they were all killed, down to the last of them.
Well, shit.
They tell me that the Druid Circle of Egladrin is no more. Nothing more than charred trees and poisoned land.
Okay, I step forward. Listen, we left a very dangerous artifact in their hands for them to purify it. If they're dead, that means that whoever was looking for it likely has that artifact.
If the artifact, I think I have a feeling, you know we all know the artifact you are talking of. It is
An
one.
orb that controls the Tarask. Yeah.
Yes, one of the orbs of control. Yes, we know.
Fuck.
Okay,
We had spoken to a member of the cultist, and they have the one that we have spoken to believes that they have the other three.
Well then, as long as the one of Shurazund does not fall in their hands, then it matters not how many they hold. And anyway, there's no way they would possibly be able to claim it, for it's embedded deep within the obsidian obelisk, in the very center of the city. The city itself would have to fall for them to gather it.
This city?
Yes.
So, suppose that there was an army of them coming and they were making a deal with a group of elder dragons not that far from here.
It would be a hard battle, but we would still be capable of holding. As long as the elementals of the city came to our defense, we pretty much have a tower that constantly that acts as a bridge between the plane of Earth and this realm.
The dead guy was talking about how they were planning on breaking that.
Well, the only way we could possibly break it is if somehow they got their hands on it. But rest assured, the great scepter is heavily protected.
Fuck. We're just tempting fate left and right here, aren't we?
Nothing could possibly go wrong! We have the best and brightest. They've just recently become fathers of beautiful little children. And there's no way!
And then he removes a picture of his daughter. Look at her. I'm 5 days away from retirement.
Yes, many of them are experienced and just about ready to retire to the nice, recently built villas.
Then I hate to be the bringer of bad news. However, the cultists that I said we spoke with, they have said that they already have allies within the city. That is how... wait, does Paul know about Eglogin falling and how it happened?
Yeah, we told her.
Okay, so we say that it is how Eglogin also fell. Not... It is why Eglogin burned before what happened to the Druid Circle.
The greedy and the corrupt are always easy prey to those who seek wealth. But, rest assured, the elemental order is impeachable. We have stood the test of time over and over again, and only the bravest and the brightest can make the cut to become fully fledged paladins. However, the same cannot be said of the Arcane College. And even the Shrine of Abadar has its own, let's say, problems. Perhaps you do best to check on them. You most certainly might have more luck than us when it comes to some unsavory parts of a business, so to speak.
So you said Arcane College and...
Yes. He shows you a map of the city, so I can finally remove the fog of war, so you can see it all.
Shrine of Abawar?
There you go. Shrine of Abadar.
Ooh. Damn, this is a big city.
I told you it was big.
It is quite big, isn't it?
Extra thick.
Isn't it?
I can't tell if we're talking about a city or the size of a dick anymore.
Why not both?
Both.
So,
it's shaped like one.
I'm trying to find that Shrine of...
anyway, as the Grandmaster is
Where is it?
speaking, the Shrine to Abadar is here in the Ring Borough.
Where?
Oh,
there.
okay.
Oh yeah, nice.
There.
So, the Grandmaster looks at Hess and goes, by the way, is it a sign of your faith to have chickens on your head, little girl?
Well, just chickens in general, but yes.
Then I think we have one of yours in custody.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes,
Is it the old lady?
What'd you do this time?
she decided to bring the word of clock, I think,
Yes.
and use 2 chickens as weapons to shit on the Shrine of Abadar. She said she was called to do it by a greater message, by something. But anyway, we have stopped her because, I mean, she's not hurt. She's just serving time in the kitchens.
Oh. Great.
Oh no, is she being forced to prepare chicken?
No, we're not that cruel. We're paladins.
Okay.
I mean, we wouldn't have somebody who's a believer in chickens cook chicken. So, I mean, come on. Who do you take us for?
You do cook chicken.
Actually, we kind of prefer to eat vegetables.
Oh.
We're elves, not barbarians.
Thank you.
With that being said, though, you're a tabaxi, right? He says next, looking at Pose.
Yes. Yes.
You should probably speak with a druid of Redgrove.
Redgrove.
Yes, he should probably know more about druid stuff that might concern you, or something of the sort.
That's the
Where
title of
where
my
in the
new
city
album.
can we find them?
In the upper east, next to West Unicorn's Vard. Don't ask me why West Unicorn is in the east. I did not build the city.
There must have been some interesting story there. I'll go do that.
Alright. And with that being said, Shafnium Aquajar, we must talk.
Oh,
So,
well.
there are a couple of people in the city who would pretty much like to speak with you.
Ah, well. Well, that's. How many people are we talking here?
Well, it depends. Could range from 2 to 25. But it's
Should I go for it?
it's mostly 2.
Shaft, what did you do here this time?
What didn't I do? What didn't I do?
Well,
What did you do then?
what happens is that the Grand Master of the Order of Elemental Order stands up, goes to a side of the room, pulls out a parchment, unscrolls it, and the parchment starts rolling down. So, Mr. Aquajar, you came to the elemental city of Shurazund seeking, and this is your words at the gate entrance, the perfect fire for the perfect bong. You you actually left in the possession of the city council your bong.
Oh,
Oh.
So the fact is there's also a hefty list of property damage, and the two main victims of your escapades kind of demanded a repayment before giving you back the bong.
How much?
We're speaking of circa 4,000 gold coins.
oh, shit!
So I look at pause.
I do not have it that much.
Okay, so I look back and I say, listen, I'm a little broke at the moment, but, I have special bird meat, carefully cultivated, and I would gladly sell it.
Like, the Grand Master just shakes his head and goes, look, you do not need to convince me. I am merely an upholder of the law. Who you need to convince are the two victims. So-
are they in the city? I mean,
Yes, they are. One is Beorter of Beorter's Clocks, and the other is the owner of the Demon and Cook Inn.
Oh,
Where are these places? Let's circle them on the map.
One is here. One
Where?
and 2. Upper left in the middle circle and to the left of the middle circle.
this is the inn, right?
Yes.
All right, folks. You guys want to help me get the other parts of Nurse Scalpel from these guys?
Do you want to get the other parts of Nurse Scalpel?
Yes, but it's
Okay.
just a question of doing it with or without your help.
And
I'm like,
with that being said, he then turns towards Donner and goes, your research in electricity has made the rounds to the Arcane College. I think they kind of want to talk to you. Just, it might not end well, but I'm just giving the message along.
You said that the Arcane College are a bit suspect.
Yes. Specifically, because one of the things they asked was, in the case we ever saw a certain donor, to invite him cordially to the Arcane College. And we are not ushers, so why would they know one of your adventuring members by name, and why would they want him to visit the college?
Is there a
Obviously
specific person?
No, the message arrived through the rectorate of the college. Could be anyone.
They must have read my treatise. Finally, the recognition I crave.
Well,
I'm making notes. Just see Paul's making notes.
like, yeah, no shit, no recognition. Yeah, more like they want to stab him in the back. Like, who the fuck would read his research if not for, like, cleaning paper, like toilet paper? So,
in there and then clock shop.
and then in the end, he looks at Ravandil, shakes his head like, we expected much better from the line of Silverhand.
A shame.
Ooh.
And all we got is this lousy failure of a recruit. Well,
Fucking wow.
What?
well,
Yeah.
I guess there's a reason your mother never loved you. Like,
Why?
Wow.
Everyone.
well, he kind of says, like, he's kind of chagrined that he has to say that, but he actually does say that, because he pulls out a letter, which kind of, he then kind of hands it over to Ravandil.
Oh god.
Like, the letter was pretty much written by Ravandil's mother a long time ago. And it's pretty much a kind of salted earth letter, like, he's incapable of doing even the simplest of things. Should you ever see him, do not accept him as a recruit, because he's just destined to be a failure of it.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I just look at the fucking letter.
Yeah, like,
And
there's not even a single word of he could be better. No, but just insults upon insults.
Yeah.
I fire up produce flame. Do you want me to take care of that, Ravi?
No thanks, I'll do it myself, and I bear the letter. That bitch can go burn in the fucking 9 hells for all I care. Then I look at the paladin. Where's the fucking Colosseum?
Well, the Colosseum is just down past the walls, but we're probably going to be closing it down together with the arena. If there's a war coming, we need all the able-bodied people. We cannot allow for bloodshed to interfere.
But it's still open, correct?
Yes, but we'll probably be closing it in like the time it takes to send a messenger there. So
Oh.
I want to fight.
I understand you want to fight. Look, why don't you go and fight monsters out in the countryside? We've got a problem with an elder dragon if you want.
Come on, Ravi. We've got cultists to fight.
Yeah.
Cultists
Like-
to fight, laws to uphold, justice and kindness to bring to this world. And anyway, adventurers, I think this is all, unless you have any more information you would like to tell me.
Do we have?
We don't
Actually,
have-
We came here for a permit. Can we set up a shop?
Well, the permits are of the shrine to Abadar. You'll have to go there and ask them. But they normally do grant permits.
yeah, wait,
Okay.
did we mention Mammon?
No, we didn't mention Mammon. We just said devil. I think
Yeah,
we
you
talked
didn't
about
mention.
devils.
Yeah, the fact that the Devil Prince is leading them is, yeah, a bit important, I think.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah, but-
important.
I read them that the cultists also said that they're led by a man he who speaks in riddles, the serpent, the Lord of Greed. I think he was talking about Mammon. We believe he might
The
also be.
paladin turns thoughtful and then yeah, it's possible, those are many of his appellatives. Then perhaps in the shrine to Abadar there might be some hidden cultists of him. They are normally known for having quite the amassed wealth. Then, in that case, this works in our favor. He looks at Shafnium and goes, we, normally to get a permit, you would have to pay a hefty fee to set it up. Since you say you do not have money, we will provide that cost. He hands you over 50 gold coins and says, try to find out who amongst them has the most wealth, is the most greedy, or seeks to earn the most. They are normally the cultists.
Where's that? Is it? It's down. It's over here, isn't it?
The shrine to Abadar is here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically he's saying go and be bait. So what do you do?
Thank them for the time and go, I guess. Unless anyone else has anything.
No, not really.
Nah, I think that's it.
So you take the money, you don't take the money, they're offering 50 gold coins, you don't take them, you don't want them.
Shafnium probably takes them. Do you take them?
Yeah, I definitely take them.
Alright. So, with a gold in your hands, you step outside, ready to embark on your great adventure. Do you head for the Arcane College first or for the Shrine to Abadar?
I say that we head to the shrine so that we can raise the money. Because
Yeah.
we're all shy on gold, and we definitely need it. And getting a permit to start selling stuff would be fantastic.
Also,
Oh.
it would be great to find out who the mark would be. They did ask us to find who is the most wealthy and who is the likeliest, and that person's the likeliest to be a cultist, which in my mind makes them fair game.
Good. So then, for today, this is all. If I'm not wrong, this is the 4th session, so you all gain a level.
Yay!
Ooh.
Level 9.
So now I
Oh
can
my
finally kill you with 5th level spells. Good.
I mean, you already
I get
came to
Sonic
Ravandil
Strike and
with,
extra attack.
confidence.
I
Go
get an
ahead.
extra spell.
So, next session, hopefully there will be battles you can actually fight in and not just run from. Don't worry. But seriously, you could have hidden. Like for the great Elder Dragon, as long as you hid, all of you, it would not have seen you on the first pass.
Yeah, but I thought it was just a normal dragon.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. I mean, it's fine, Hess. It's fine. Well,
That's fine.
yeah, I mean, it's not like Ravandil and his incredible ability to be a disappointment. Like,
I mean, this was basically Ravandil's worst day.
I mean,
Second.
you could have just walked out with Donner. I mean, they would have yelled at you, but they wouldn't have stopped you.
Yeah, I just wanted to, be like the blue skin of
Yeah,
death.
no, I mean, you've been traumatized by your mother. This is like a role play, so you get an inspiration point if you don't already have one.
I have a like, yes. God damn it, I get nothing.
So, I mean, you kind of got insulted by most of your party without you even knowing. We're like, yeah, no, who's this disappointment? Yeah, like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
well then,
yeah, really.
this is all for today.